Kirby!
That's right, mother-sucking Kirby, one of Nintendo's biggest mascots. Kirby has been in many different kind of adventures, whether it be saving the yarn world, drag racing, losing his arms and legs, or gangbanging. Don't mess with my posse. But my favorite type of Kirby adventure is the classic 2D platformer. In these games, the main gimmick is to suck up your enemies and steal their soul, which gives you their powers to use on your own. After finishing the newest entry in the series, Kirby Triple Deluxe, I realized that the abilities really have grown over the years, so today I'm going to talk about my favorites. Specifically, my top 10 favorite. Remember, these are my opinions, and, well, looking at my list, you are not going to agree with me. If your opinion differs from mine, be sure to leave your personal list in the comments below. That being said, let's begin. Number 10. When I talk to my friends about Smash Brothers, we could usually all agree that our first character was Kirby. Kirby was fun, easy to use, and powerful. But sadly, Kirby in Smash is not an ability. Plus, Smash isn't a Kirby game. But Nightmare in Dreamland is. If you defeat Master Hand from Nightmare in Dreamland and suck him up, you'll be rewarded with the Smash ability. This ability is near identical to Kirby's appearance in Smash Bros. Melee, and Melee Kirby doesn't show any mercy. Number 9. I think I like this ability purely because it exists. Clean Kirby has made one game appearance, and that's in Kirby's Dream Land 3. He basically just gained a broom and sweeps people. Oh Kirby, you swept me off my feet. It's not very good, and not very powerful, but I don't care. I just like that someone said, give Kirby a broom, and someone said, alright, jeez. I also love how this ability has made 2 appearances in the anime, while Beam Kirby, the most common ability, has made 0. Besides for cancelled GameCube games, Clean Kirby has never made another appearance, but I'll always keep my hope up. Number 8. Who doesn't like explosions? And who doesn't love Bomb Kirby? Bomb Kirby was one of those abilities I was weirdly good at. It was the ability I would always fight marks with, and goddamn I was good at it. As far as moves go, you can throw bombs, go bomb bowling, or just place a bomb on your enemy's head and watch them struggle. How is this a kid's game? Also, sometimes you wear a party hat. Number 7. Ghost is a bit of a weird choice. In Kirby Squeak Squad, you don't unlock Ghost until you've collected every piece of the Ghost Medal. However, this is not possible until the very end. Because of that, you won't see much of this ability. But if you do use it, by God, it's awesome. Ghost Kirby allows you to possess enemies and use them to fight their own kind, to fight for you. Kirby really is a soulless monster, even when he is just a soul. Number 6. I realized I didn't put any mixed abilities from Kirby 64 on this list. Then I realized I didn't care. Moving on. There isn't much to stone. Press B, turn into a stone, and land on something. Simple. Although the concept is simple, I found myself loving it. It's always great just going through the different stones to see what Easter eggs made it into this game. Stone also holds the place of being the only ability I could beat Superstars Arena with. Yes, I know I suck. Number 5. Captain's Log. Stardate: today. This morning I saw an unidentified flying object. So naturally, I ate it. Now I am the flying object. Whoa. UFO was always the ability I would freak out about whenever I saw it. I thought it was the rarest and the absolute best. Obviously it's not, otherwise it would be number 1, now wouldn't it? Even so, my love for UFO Kirby seemed to stick with me to this very day. Number 4. Hammer is also one of those abilities that's not so easy to come by. It can only be gotten from the mid-boss Bonkers, who is never overly frequent. The ability is simple but pretty fun to use. It's also one of the most powerful abilities. I like this ability because whenever you have the opportunity to get it, it's probably because you need it for something. It adds the bit of extra challenge when you know it's essential for you to keep an ability. Number 3. I was originally planning on putting Sword on this list, but then I realized something. There's something way cooler. I'm talking about the elemental swords from Kirby Squeak Squad. Fire Sword, Ice Sword, and Plasma Sword. These abilities can be gotten by combining sword with fire, ice, or plasma in your stomach. On face value, these swords are pretty much exactly the same as the regular counterpart, but are just way cooler. I mean, what's cooler than an electric sword? Only the next two things on this list. Number 2. The next ability comes from the latest entry in the series, and that's Archer. You see, I've always liked archery. I've already talked about how Hawkeye is one of my favorite superheroes. You see, I just think bows and arrows are the most badass form of weaponry. Although I feel Beetle was probably the most useful out of the 4 new abilities, I found Archer to be the most fun, and it made me feel the coolest. Ain't nobody messing with the sniper. Number 1! Let me tell you a story. In one of the last episodes of the anime, a contest was started to create 4 abilities for Kirby to use. One was Top, which is just like Yo-Yo. One was Iron, which later became Metal Kirby. One was Baton, which who really cares about. And the last was Water, which looked freaking awesome. You see, I like water. It's my favorite type of Pokemon. Blue whales are my favorite animals. And Finding Nemo is my favorite movie. For more reasons than that, I love the ocean and water. Naturally, I was always confused why we never got to use a Water Kirby. We saw it in the cancelled GameCube game, but never got to use it. For years and years, I cried about never getting to use a Water Kirby. Then, it finally happened. When I saw Water Kirby being used in Return to Dreamland's first trailer, I cried out in joy. Finally, my dream ability had come to fruition. I wasn't disappointed either, as the ability was useful and fun to mess around with. The design wasn't as good as in the anime, but I didn't care. I finally got Water Kirby, and it was just what I wanted. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, well, there's a button for that too, unfortunately. If you want to be notified when either Alex or I upload a new video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And remember, if your list disagrees with mine, and it probably does, I mean mine had clean on it, be sure to leave it in the comment section below and tell me what you think should have made this list. And yeah, I know, you think Yo-Yo should have been on. I'm sorry.